Okay, everyone, Suze again. Hello. So I got a lot of requests on Facebook and stuff about just doing tutorial talk videos, pretty much. So it's not going to be too exciting, but they were good points, and I figured I'd talk about them. So first thing we're going to be talking about is team comps and like high-level play, and playing against team comps that are not so close in, I'd say not skill. I'd say like comp-wise, one's a lot stronger than the other. So when it comes to right now in the current patch in the game, Lancers and Archers and Mystics or Priests, it doesn't matter, are pretty much the most played comp right now. Just because it's really annoying to deal with Archer Stagger and kick combos into Giga, which is pretty much a 100-0 kill combo. So, if you wanna learn how to play and get high elo, or just play to get better, or whatever your goal is, I guess. The first thing I would work on is solo queue. If you don't have teammates, then it's okay, because solo queue, it helps you improve your mechanics. And that's what you need when you're playing in threes. You need to be mechanically strong. You need to be able to hit all your skills. And solo queue is good for learning cooldowns and how other classes play. I'd say I learned most of what I know through dueling and from threes solo queue, and then from there on, once you have the knowledge of your class and the other classes, the only thing you add in team threes is communication and working together, so that you are gaining some mechanical skill in team queue that you won't get in solo queue, but you'll learn the basics and everything in solo queue. So I'd say it doesn't matter what comp you want to run, any comp can work. Be like, oh, we have to run Lancer, Archer, or to win and get elo. Like, that's not true. The comp is very annoying, yes, and it's really hard to play against. You can outplay that comp and you can still lose, but you can win also. It's not that, like, you can't beat it. You just need to try really hard to win. And it's satisfying, I guess, when you beat that comp and you're not running the same thing. So don't get disencouraged. That's probably the biggest thing, especially in solo queue. You're there to learn, you're not there to prove yourself or anything to other people. You're there to focus on you. Each game, you can even ask people that you played against in solo queue, like, how was I doing? What could I have done better? Do you notice if I wasn't pressuring you, or I wasn't peeling well enough? Was I getting hit by too many dispels or plagues? Just little things like that. And you can also record your own games too, with like fraps, like how I'm doing right now, and go back and watch what you did. It's really helpful, and you can learn a lot from it. I actually have recorded stuff just so I could watch, especially like I stream solo queue all the time and everything. I go back and I watch my recorded games and I look at what I did wrong. I do that a lot actually, so that helps me. Like, I'm known for backstabbing on GSs and wasting backstab and stuff like that. So I make mistakes every game. I make a lot of them. Everyone does, because it's a tough game, and you're not going to do everything right every game. You're always going to be making mistakes, and you always got to focus on fixing what you can and what you see. So if you're a warrior, for example, focus on, you know, staggering, locking down, create pressure. Creating pressure is probably the biggest thing you can do in threes to ease up on your teammates and help win you the game. So that's what in my opinion, is one of the most important things in threes, is creating pressure. Because I play very aggressively. I play super aggressive, and sometimes it gets me killed and it makes me lose games, but at the same time it helps me win a lot of games. Win more than lose. So, you know, creating pressure isn't always just doing a lot of damage. You can stagger heals, you can dodge E-stars so they don't have energy stars, you can knock down, burn retaliates, healing debuffs with combative strike, stacking edge. There's so much you can do just to, you know, help your teammates and relieve some pressure off of them. That's what the main focus is as a warrior, is to relieve pressure, put out pressure, and set up kills. If you focus on one category first, say staggering, and then move into stuns, and then move into peeling for your team, and then getting ready to set up kills. So for staggering, you know, the most basic like thing. So when you go into threes match, say I'm on the healer and they have GS up. Well, if you're gonna be focusing on staggering, you have to burn their GS or wait for it to be off. So I would backstab the GS and then, you know, just do the normal combos, or, you know, just whatever. Take their GS off, and then once their GS is off, focus on stagger locking. So you can do auto combative, auto, you know, poison blade, you know, like everyone knows that combo, but it doesn't always work that way in threes because stuff is always happening and you can't just go by the book, you know, to lock someone up. You gotta stagger combo and like on the move, because people always ask me like, what combo do you do to stagger a healer in threes to lock them down, you know, like I follow a general path, but I don't, you know, do the same thing every game. So like you'd auto, you can do all that normal stuff, like this is recommended stuff, like poison blade, auto, you always reset your autos. You can roll to reset your autos, you can combative again, roll, auto, you know. Anything to disrupt heals, but mainly you gotta wait a little bit in between each skill to stagger them, because the stagger animation actually takes a while to be put through. So when you auto attack stagger someone, it'll take about a second, I'd say. Wait like a second or half second, and then so it'd be like auto, and then wait, and then combative. So you watch their character gets re-staggered. But if you do it too fast, then they're not going to get staggered by the combative strike, and you're wasting a potential stagger. For stun locks, you know, focus on getting as many skills in between your stuns as you can to keep them stunned, and, you know, don't burn the duration. So like you see most warriors backstab and then cascade, which in some situations is okay, but in most situations you want to add something like a poison blade or a combative strike in between, because otherwise you're just overlapping the backstab stun and you're just wasting it. And when you put skills in between, it adds extra damage, but you're also prolonging the stun. Then you cascade, put more skills in between, you know, maybe an auto before, and then pounce Serena blows, and then into a knockdown. So you always want to chain it as long as you possibly can. That's a big thing that a lot of warriors miss. Another thing is, if you see a play coming and you don't have backstab up and you don't want to burn backstab, and you don't want to get played and you don't have resolve, you can always battle cry. You can, hopefully that can hit and stagger out a plague for everyone on your team. Especially if they have a GS up when they go to plague you. It's always worth it to save your backstab for before they plague, so you can backstab and dodge their plague. Even if they have GS up, it is worth it for them not to get stunned by your backstab as long as you don't get plague. Because you'll iframe me. So yeah, just stuff like that. And then for mindset and stuff, go into every game playing to win. Playing to win is a big thing. You never want to be scared of your opponent, but you never want to let them just, you know, shit all over you. You gotta stand up and pretty much play like you're better than them and be confident when you play. It's a big thing. Don't let, you know, rating be like, oh god, these guys are a high rating team, we can't beat them, you know, or these guys are high rated, so you're gonna go on tilt and you're gonna play differently and you're gonna lose because of it. Try to keep that to a minimum, because Terra is about teamwork, and you know, any team can win. So I've had major upsets where we lose to, you know, 1300 rated teams and I'm like 1700, you know, it just happens. Because either you get cocky or just stuff like that. And never get mad at your teammates. Always, you know, even if they like miss gigas or, you know, just anything, they get played, they get slept, like why are they getting CC? Don't yell at them. That doesn't help at all. Even if you are angry, you know, keep it to yourself and encourage them and tell them what they can do better next time, you know. Anything to help improve their gameplay and yours, and so you guys can keep playing together, you know, and create good synergy, because, you know, synergy is the most important thing in threes. So yeah, if you guys are worried about comps too, don't be worried about having a weaker comp, say double range, you know, like Sork Archer or Zerker Sork, you know, like those are considered low tier teams, and they can all work out as long as you know what you guys are doing and you guys play it a lot. And you know, you'll find that maybe that comp isn't as underpowered as you thought, and other teams will figure that out too once you start dominating, you know, and just showing them what more stuff is out there. Because, you know, Lancer Archer was never ran in the previous seasons, it just started getting popular now. So there's always hidden stuff that not everyone knows. I don't know, there's more comps out there and more stuff about 3v3s that I don't know. I've been playing since the very first season, and there's still, you know, learning stuff every game. I've had 482 games this season, you know. So yeah, just stuff like that. If you guys have any more questions or anything, you know, don't feel free to message me on YouTube or in game or on the Terra forums. Check out my guide if you haven't already. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to let me know. And thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I gave you guys some good tips. So yeah, thank you very much, and have a nice day, guys.